The man of the hour, or one of the many Michigan men of the hour, giving me so many great, wonderful moments thanks to his remarkable play. Joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show, a national champion Michigan Wolverine, Blake Corum. How are you, Blake?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on your show. It feels real. We woke up this morning and, I had to sit back and think, hey, we're national champions.
That's your
Michigan is national champions.
You know what? I had the same way waking up, Blake, but I didn't score twice in the fourth quarter last night. I think that may be the difference between you and I. Other than that, I felt the same way this morning. And it's kind of wild, too, because you were kind enough to call into this program when you decided to come back. You decided, I'm going to go back to Michigan, and you were kind enough to call into the show and make that announcement. And I'm wondering, this is what you envisioned, right?
This is everything I envisioned, Rich. I did come on your show. Thanks for having me once again.
You bet.
To announce, we were coming back for unfinished business. And, after last night, when I was on the podium and I say, the business is finished, that's everything I envisioned. I envisioned coming back, going 15-0, and making sure we bring a national championship home to Michigan, to Michigan fans, to Michigan alum, to everyone.
And get in the end zone as much as you did 27 times this season, and you had multiple touchdown games in every game from November all the way to last night, with the exception of the Rose Bowl when you scored the touchdown to win it in overtime. What sense goes through your head when you break the huddle knowing it's scoring time for you, Blake?
It's a mentality at the end of the day. When you can see the end zone, when you can smell the end zone, you can't settle for 3 points. You have to get in the end zone. That's the mentality I have. But it also takes a team. Shout out to my offensive linemen. They crushed it last night. They absolutely crushed it, along with the tight ends, receivers, and obviously number 9. But it's a mentality at the end of the day. Who's going to win the one-on-one matchups, that man-to-man matchups, and who's going to crush who. And something Coach Moore always says is smash, 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 and that's what we did.
What do you mean Coach Moore says that? What do you
Coach Moore always says smash, and that's what he wants the offensive line to do, and they take that to heart. So when we get inside, the 10, the 15, especially the 5, they know it's time to smash for real. And we get in the end zone quite a bit, like you said, 27 times.
I know. And so, Blake Corum here, where are you headed? Are you heading to the airport, back to the hotel to get to the airport? Where are you headed right now in Houston?
Yeah, we just left a little media day this morning.
Okay.
Heading back to the hotel. Going to grab a little breakfast.
Grab a little breakfast and then go back to campus. Jim Harbaugh said that there's going to be a parade in Ann Arbor. Is that the case? Are you hearing that right now?
That's what I'm hearing, and that's what we wanted. I actually mentioned that to Coach Harbaugh last week because a lot of my teammates were coming up to me, hey, Blake, after we win, we want a parade. And I'm like, shoot, I want a parade too. So we're going to have 2 parades. 2 parades for the big national championship game.
The Michigan 15-0 record, is it true Jim Harbaugh is going to get that tattooed on him? Is that true, Blake?
We were on the bus last night, and Coach said he's getting it tattooed. And then the rest of the coaches, Coach Hart, Coach Moore, all the coaches said, I'm going to get tatted too. So I believe all the coaches on our staff will get the 15-0 tat.
What is it about Jim Harbaugh, do you think, that relates to people of your generation, Blake?
Coach is just a player's coach. Someone you can relate with, someone you can go to on or off the field issues, but someone that just loves the game of football. And guys my age, guys that come to college to dominate and just for the love of the game. That's someone you want to be coached by because he puts in a lot of hours, a lot of sweat, tears, and Coach is someone that I'm just so blessed that I was able to be coached by the last 4 years of my career. It's been a heck of a journey, learning from him, listening to him. He's one heck of a coach, and he's a winning coach. Everywhere he's been, you name it, Stanford, the 49ers here, he's always won. and that's what he loves to do.
Why is this team so resilient, Blake? Everybody knows what happened this year where Jim wasn't there for 6 games and the last 3, placing into question your accomplishments and your teammates' accomplishments. And I know, the whole hashtag bet, social media tweets and whatever came out, but how do you put that into practice, Blake?
When we faced adversity, because we faced a lot of it this year, we knew we had to stick together. And, Team 144, this is a special team, and a team that I thought couldn't get any closer because of how close we are. We managed to do so. So when we faced adversity, when we faced, trials and tribulations, all we had to do was keep our eye on the prize and look to the right and our left and tell our brother, we have each other's back and no one's going to stop us from reaching the end goal. And that's why we were so successful this year when we faced so many, which could have been distractions.
And what's your response to people who say that your accomplishments are asterisk worthy, Blake? How do you handle that?
Those are most likely, just people that just, have nothing else better to do in life than hate. So they can think whatever they want, but I'll always be remembered as a champion, and so will my brothers, and no one can take that from us. We are national champions. The Michigan Wolverines are national champions.
And then did you take a moment when you got in the end zone in the Rose Bowl? Again, I was there with my wife, kids. It was incredibly special for me. But again, I'm in my 50s, and I covered Bo Schembechler's last team in that stadium. There's nothing like it. And you got in the end zone in overtime against Alabama. Did you look up, take it in, take a mental picture, or you really can't sort of live in that moment like that?
Everything happened so fast. I didn't really take a mental picture, but I told the guys, if we get the opportunity, because Alabama had us on our heels and we had to go down and score. If we have the opportunity to go into overtime, we're going to win. And we did that. With the offensive line was firing, tight ends were firing, receivers were firing, and we managed to get in the end zone. And off of that run, when I entered, I wasn't able to take in the moment like I wanted to, but I have watched it multiple times, and it's one of my favorite runs, that's for sure.
And what's next for you? Do I see you in Indianapolis in a month and a half, Blake?
You will see me there.
Okay. I will see you at the Combine. And then, by the way, your draft is in Detroit. How cool is that, right? Right there in the state. And again, but it's so wild. I know you're from Virginia. I'm from New York, but there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it being a Wolverine, Blake.
There's nothing like it. This has been the best decision I ever made in my life, to come to the University of Michigan, to be around a bunch of Michigan men and women. Best decision ever. And, I'm so grateful and honored to be a Wolverine. And now I'm an alum. So it's a great feeling. That
is right. And I'll ask you this question. Do you think you're going to see Jim Harbaugh in the NFL next year, Blake?
I'm not sure what Coach Harbaugh is going to do, but when you're such a great coach like that, everyone wants you. Michigan wants you. You name it. You see all the teams in the NFL that might be interested. That's just because he wins. He wins, and when you win, everyone wants you. So I'm not sure what Coach Harbaugh would do. I know he has decisions and opportunities to make, but I talked to him this morning, and right now he's just taking in the moment because this is a precious moment, and you don't want to look past it.
I bet. And then you, with your charitable works in Michigan, give me an update on that and what people can do to support it. Certainly, since so many people want to give back to you because of what you've given out, Blake.
Charity, community work. That's what I'm here. That's what God put me on this earth to do. So please stay tuned. I have some big things coming up. I'm actually about to start my own nonprofit. I don't have one yet, but it's something I've always wanted to do. And I have some big plans. I've been talking to a lot of people that will be willing to help out. And one of my plans is I want to buy a lot of land. I want to put a lot of cabins on there, rock walls, zip lines, ponds. I want to have tutors. And so, all the people that may be less fortunate, we can bring them out to what we would call a farm. And we will be able to give them tutors. We'll be able to give them a different type of lifestyle where we teach them about fun, teach them about agriculture. That's something I have planned and something I want to do over the next couple of years. But as of right now, I'm always trying to give back to the community. So if anyone watching has any ideas of what they want to do, I would love to listen. And I would love to help in any way I can, because community is most important, and making this world a better place is most important as well.
At Blake_Corum 24 on Instagram, and obviously same. You can check him out on Twitter as well. There at Blake_Corum. Hey Blake, I'll just say this to you. I saw you with my son on the field prior to the Fiesta Bowl last year, and there you were on crutches. You were on crutches, and you had the same smile on your face that you have right now. And I'm glad you changed in the crutches for a national champion's hat. Because you are the personification of that phrase that is right there in the locker room in Michigan. Those who stay will be champions. You stayed. You're a champion, man. And I cannot thank you on behalf of everybody who knows me or I know them from Michigan would want me to say to you what I'm saying to you. Thank you for doing it and for being who you are in the same process, Blake.
Nah, I thank you so much. I thank all the Michigan fans. It's been a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, 4 years. I hope I left everyone with a lot of memories, and best believe I'll be back every chance I get.
Blake Corum, you the man. Drive safe, fly safe, parade safe, and I will see you at the combine, sir. I will see you there.
I will see you there.
I'll be the guy hugging you. You take care.
Sounds good.
You got it.
I'll see you there.
That is it. That is Blake Corum, the great Michigan national champion running back, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.